97.1, good to have you aboard on a Monday. Depending on your persuasion, it was a disastrous or delightful weekend. Or you could be Rieger, where you won, but you feel you still lost. We'll get to that in a minute. I feel for you, man.
I wanted more. I'm not going to lie.
I know you did.
I wanted more. I had my pants pulled down. Yeah.
You got your little liqueur or whatever.
Frangelico,
there
yes.
you go.
It's beautiful.
You wet your whistle, and look, I don't know what
tasty.
I don't know what to say to you. Here's how I want to set this up for everybody, because there's no way we're going to make everybody happy at the same time. So let me do this real simple. If you, pause, have thoughts, pause, on the rivalry, pause, you are welcome to dial in at any point in time. I don't care. I'm here till 6. But we have to start elsewhere. There is not a lot of sizzle of Harbaugh pummeling State, except it wasn't the pummeling that people had hoped for. There's just no sizzle.
But your coach was so awful.
He was terrible.
It was pathetic.
He was. Are you
bad.
Done? May I? One more, and then I'll move on.
Yeah, deplorable.
Good. There you go.
Okay.
So if you have thoughts, you are welcome to dial in, but we must start with the Lions. And we don't do it every week because they don't deserve it. But the sizzle is with the Lions, and it is with Jim Caldwell. And I want to present it to you in these terms. And I'll throw the number out. 248-539-9797. The phone lines are wide open. This can be your therapy session on a Monday. There are certain non-negotiables in life. Death, taxes, etc. Let's use death for a minute. All of us are going to die. Now, on your way to death, you may live a great life, a bad life, a long life, a short life, but at some point, you will die. That is the completion of the circle.
Jesus, thanks for the positive spin so early.
But we're all on the same page. With Jim Caldwell, there's a circle of life. There is a non-negotiable with Jim Caldwell. And it doesn't matter how long you go, how long it takes to complete the circle, you are going to end up at the same place.
A little decorum here.
And the same place is this. The non-negotiable with Jim Caldwell is that he is the single worst game manager coach I have ever laid eyes upon at the National Football League level. From clock management to manipulation and understanding of the rules to basic strategical calling. Jim Caldwell is atrocious. He's always been atrocious. You can go read the literature of his time in Indianapolis, or you can simply cite your own time and exposure to him as a fan here. And you may go weeks without seeing it. You may trip into a playoff spot at some point, but here's what it will come back to at some point. Death, taxes, and Caldwell sucks on game day. Whether it was the challenge flag, risk-reward scenario that he couldn't comprehend, or an indefensible, reprehensible decision to onside kick with your full complement of timeouts, closer to 3 minutes than not. It is, look, Rubes said it right in the little Lions Live promo there from Fox Sports Detroit. Coaches get fired for this stuff. And it is part of the reason that no matter what Caldwell does, no matter how many weeks he may go, it will always come back to this. We will always end up doing a show like this. His ineptitude on game day is the non-negotiable. Death, taxes, and him screwing this organization with bad game day decisions and management. So I want to throw it to the people. I want to hear from Rieger on this. But if you think I'm wrong, go ahead. But you cannot extend a man. You cannot employ a man where the non-negotiable is him destroying your chances of winning. In life, doesn't matter the industry, there are people that are elevated, that are promoted, that are hired, that are in over their head, that possess 60, 70, 80% of the skills necessary for a job, But the 20% they don't possess kills you, kills your company, kills your ability. There are people that are over their skis, right? This company, that company, any company in between. Jim Caldwell is that guy. During the week, handle on the team, respect of team, yeah, guys probably got it. 60, 70% of what it takes to be an NFL coach. But the 30%, game day, Sunday, decision-making, delegation, no. The dude's lost. And it always comes back to this. 248-539-9797. Rieger.
Yeah, I said deplorable for D'Antonio. I would say deplorable for Caldwell as well. And I just can't put my finger on what was more deplorable. The DeAndre Hopkins fumble / incomplete that he didn't feel the need to challenge, or the fact that when you have 2:53 left, all your timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning, and you onside kick it, thus taking away every chance you have of getting Matthew Stafford the football. Don't trust your defense at all to stop them at all. It's not like their running game has been all that great. And the other thing, too, Mike, is I feel stupid. I feel stupid for coming on the air and feeding false hope through everyone.
Stop yelling.
No,
Relax.
I'm not going to stop
Just
yelling.
relax.
No, yesterday, and I didn't think I was capable of this, yesterday pissed me off. Yesterday pissed me off because I bought in with the Lions, and I bought in on Caldwell.
But I told you this would happen.
But throughout the course of last week and the week before, when we're talking about MVP, we're talking about, hey, is Stafford MVP? You know, we're talking about Jim Bob Cooter. You know, I kept trying to slip it in there. You're going to give any credit to Caldwell? And you said no. And I wanted to give him a little credit. And then I see what he did yesterday. It's deplorable. It made me angry.
248-539-9797. I want to know from you, the fans. Can you navigate around what I perceive to be Jim Caldwell's non-negotiable? His game day skills will always bite you in the ass. And therefore, he cannot be employed here. Doesn't matter what you think the record is. Doesn't matter if he made the playoffs. You cannot employ someone who will self-destruct the greater good. That it's a matter of when and not if. It's the same principle with Brad Ausmus. Eventually, the non-negotiable is Ausmus will make a bad decision, and it will cost you. Caldwell is Ausmus. Ausmus is Caldwell. They are, in essence, the same person.
You don't think Brad Ausmus would have allowed Aroldis Chapman to throw 3 innings in the World Series yesterday?
Don't even go there.